fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
Rock it. Switch.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Johnson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Set 90 Wolf.
58 right there. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 58's the money. 58's the money.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Well, it was 2nd and long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9. Locke. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Will Parks. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, alert 33.
Now Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
You draw quarters. Hey, Echo.
Get him. Get him. Get him. 552.
After the turnover, here's Locke. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way home for a Broncos score. As his guys are in for 6, and the Broncos have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post grab?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. from the gun, Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes and gets the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
On first down, Benjamin. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
At the 10-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Like
58, boy. 58. 58. Mike. Hey, tight. Tight dog. Hit it.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. This is the tight end, Fant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Hit it.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Go.
Jumper.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
no
yards.
yardage. Okay.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. This is Johnson. He's got it. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Browns first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are back within a single score. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
That's the way. Clear. 44, Mike, get it.
Lock now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Ready.
Now Locke. Going for it all. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, 26 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm coming.
On first down, Locke. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Run it.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Browns take over. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. 50, plant. You got nothing. Big air. Watch the edge. He's coming. Double up.
Bam. Hit it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Rock it.
On play action, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, his second sack of the night.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Go! 8 read.
They're not ready.
Hey, Orbit.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong foot.
Yo, go, go.
Check 24.
He's coming. We got double up.
Shift.
Leo. Shoot.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check. Watch the safety creep. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll try the left side. Benjamin. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead will swell by one more.
Broncos 45, Browns 14. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what... Oh, Chubb fumbled it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Look at me. Go.
Check it out, read.
Hard.
10.
Say go.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, box drop. Look, squeeze.
49, check 49, check 49.
Check.
Right. Get it.
Locke gonna throw. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
I got one.
shotgun snap to Locke. His throw caught at about the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hurry! Hurry!
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield, he's got Njoku, his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Back. Slam.
Hey, lock it. Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll try the left side. Benjamin. And some room to roam now.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. A gain of 37. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Safety's creeping.
Into the red zone, it's locked. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Myles Garrett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Go.
At 58.
They look to throw. It's locked. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 44, Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Chubb on 1st down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
King. X3. 218, chopper.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Under crunch. 58, right over there.
You're out.
58, right there. Exit. SOS.
Spot.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. They'll buy some time right. Complete. It's Johnson. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Hey, Mike 51. Fair. Check. Fresno.
Shit. Check 31. 51's a
Now.
We own them.
51's mine.
Let's go.
Locke now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
I'm going to forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got a man, Slayton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
180. Run. Deuce.
Mayfield on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Watch 98. 98's the mic.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
All day.
King.
Watch 98. Watch 98.
Hey, my 7.
One last shot from Mayfield here. And now here's another interception. Picked off down near the 5. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Broncos, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.